We've got a problem. Here at Kashiwa, we're expected to win right away, and we've got no money. We figured out the back last time. Today it's time to finish up our tactic. Now, as bad as it is to have no money, we've actually got two more problems. The first, our team has no wingers. And the second, we're bringing up a 15-year-old kid to the first team. So we'll start with the first problem. Wingers are the fastest players in Football Manager. Because of how important pace and acceleration are to the match engine, most successful Football Manager tactics make at least some use of wingers. Now, I love speed, I love pace and acceleration. However, I don't have any money. We're going to have to deal with what we've got. And as for the 15-year-old, he's Akano Yosuke. He's a new gen who doesn't necessarily look stellar, but who certainly has some potential.
Must do something here. Thrust his way through. Well seen. Oh, fabulous!
Now look, it was between him and keeping somebody in their mid-20s who has never really been good enough on the first team squad. I thought about it and I decided that I'd rather give the kid a chance than stick with someone who's mediocre. Well, we'll see if I regret it. Now the rest of our strikers actually do look good. But honestly, this team has too many strikers. Seriously, it feels like it was put together by a 12-year-old. But the strikers that we do have do look good. They include Prot, a former Leeds player who I think is way too good for this team. Hosoya Mao. William Oye, who's Japanese-Nigerian. Muto Yuki. And Mai Kiritaka. Now, with that many strikers up front, it's pretty obvious that we should have a two-striker system. Now, we're also pretty set in attacking midfield. We've got three very talented attacking midfielders. Mateus Savio, Sento Kea, and Koyamatsu Tomoya. We've got two strikers, an attacking midfielder in our tactic, as well as two wingbacks and three defenders. That leaves the biggest question of all, what in the world we're going to do for our midfield. Now, I'll be honest with you guys, I kind of cheated. There are a ton of different approaches when you've got two midfielders. I looked at a whole bunch of different tactics. But the more I looked at them, the more I came back to the idea of the dual segundo volante. Now, I don't know if this really happens in real life, but I love how the dual segundo volante approach works in Football Manager. A single segundo volante on an attacking role can cause all sorts of problems for Football Manager's AI. Two of them, however, can be clinical, especially if you use them right. Now, fortunately, we already have 6 defensive midfielders at our club, and it just so happens that all of them are Japanese. Toshima Sachiro, Shihashi Keiya, Yamada Yuto, Takamine Tomoki, Mihara Masatoshi, and Karube Ryutaro. So the final question is in goal. Who do we start? I looked through the squad, and the only keeper that I could find that I was even remotely impressed with was Sasaki Masato, a 21-year-old who seems at least to have a lot of good potential. Now, I don't want any players older than him to be his backup. I compared him with our other keepers at the club, the ones that were older than him. And he looks just as good as they do. Plus, he's got a lot more upside in the long run. So I decided to sell the rest and just keep him. But, of course, that's a problem. That means that we're without a backup keeper for the time being. That might end up being a huge problem. And we'll see how long it takes for us to find more keepers. Now, the big question is this tactic going to be good enough not just to see us survive, but to see us move up to the next level?
Take of it. Keep hold of the ball in preservation mode. The intended target there. This is quite a run. It's in!
And that's a question I can't really answer yet, but we'll see what happens, and we'll see if we can keep the board off of my back.